Hey everybody, Octa Andy here, coming at you from a little bit of a different angle of my pool. Usually you're seeing me standing right over there, up near the wall, because my pump and everything is right back there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there it is. Everything's kind of a mess right now. I'm in the middle of a big overhaul, doing a big summer project on the whole yard. Hopefully you guys will get to see most of that. But today I'm coming at you with a little bit of a not to code. I repeat, not to code. Do not do this if you're trying to stay in code. It was a handy little thing that worked for me. How to keep power supplied if your cord does not reach to a certified electrical outlet, or does not reach all the way to like in a window into your house or something, and you're running on an electrical cord. How to have that electrical cord and that whole connection safe from the elements. So here's what I did. I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I got permission. I found out their corporate policy is they'd rather give their buckets away than from all their icing buckets than throw them in the trash. So when they throw them out into their back dumpster, they said completely fine for me to go and grab as many as I want, as often as I want from out there, because that's their corporate policy. So awesome. So what I did down here, I've got a couple buckets. You only see one? Well, guess what? Oh, there's number 2. So I've got a 3-gallon bucket here, and inside the 3-gallon, I've got electrical cord. I had multiple plugs going in here at one point. Now I just have the plug for the pool, and I have that sitting inside the 3-gallon bucket. 3-gallon bucket then gets covered by a 5-gallon bucket, and then a couple bricks for weight on top, and that's it. Super simple, super easy. This system, I first was like, okay, I put it in a bucket. Well, then what? Rain's gonna get in. Okay, so I put a lid on it. Well, can't get the lid completely closed because the cords. Cut some holes in it. Okay, cut some holes to let the cords pop out. The lid seals better, but there's still holes in it. Water's still gonna get inside. No bueno. Lid on a bucket does not work. Well, what about going this way? Well, that's great. No water's coming in this way, but what happens if it starts to flood? And here it rains fast, and it can flash flood 2-3 inches in our backyard, no problem, in like 45 minutes. West Texas, out in El Paso, August and like March, April are big monsoon seasons, and we get nasty flash floods where we're standing ankle deep in water like in just an hour. So yeah, so this won't work because it'll get in through the bottom. Well, if I combine the two, take the bucket, stuff everything inside, well, this protects from the flash floods, and then just cover it, and now the rain's not getting into it. Any rain that does, well, guess what? It's gonna have to climb up the inside bucket to get to there, which it's not gonna be able to do. And then just some weight on the top. We've got 3 dogs that live in this yard. They never knock it over. One of them even is a big dog, a chow chow. He completely leaves it alone. He's got no interest in it. We've got cats that come in from the neighborhood, wild cats. They don't mess with it. They don't even think about it. They're more trying to not get eaten by the dogs. Wind, we get easily 50, 60, even sometimes 70-mile-an-hour winds whipping right through our backyard. My big tree right there, it'll be bending pretty bad. This thing's held up for 2 full years now without a single hitch, a single glitch in the whole system. We've had snow, we've had all the elements here, and it works great. So like I said, not to code. And if you are going to use an extension cord, make sure you get one that's the right gauge, right size, that can handle the wattage, that can handle the load. But if you're in a bind and you don't want to get stuck with your connectors being in the elements, this works. It's worked for me for 2 years. I'm planning on my big upgrade this year of putting in an actual electrical system, so this won't be remaining long, hopefully. But I have no complaints. It was one of the most genius little ideas I've had for this pool, and I just wanted to pass that along. All right, thanks. Keep on swimming.